Good evening, class. I wanted to give you a quick summary of the assignment, the evaluative annotated bibliography. Annotated bibliography is a list of sources that you're going to use for your paper, and you give at least a paragraph of explanation of what you think about it and what it means for your paper. Here's the page where you'll find it. It's under, if you go back here, okay, it's under week 5, and you go down here to the assignment where you are going to submit it. You click on this, and you'll notice that here's a little brief explanation of some things. Then down here is a rubric that explains how to be graded, and you can click on that, and it shows you the rubric. Or, this is the main one. You come down here, there's a sample, and we're going to look at that in just a second. Please note what's in up here. You need 8 sources. I know the video that explains it says 4. That's an old video. They've combined it into just one assignment, not 2 assignments. So now you need 8 sources, and this is on the topic of your research paper, not just some random topic, but the topic of your research paper. And then notice down here, all annotations must be written in complete sentences. So you're basically writing a paragraph or 2. And then here's the rubric. So let's look at an example real quick. You click on that, and see if I can get it to come up. Just want me to do this. Okay, give me just a second. Come on. Why is it not coming up? There it goes. Okay, so here's the example. We notice right off the bat we have our header up here with the last name, space, page number. This goes on every page, so it'll go Smart 1, Smart 2, Smart 3. And then over here you have the name, my name, the class name, and the date. This only goes on the front page. That's your heading. And then right here you have a title, and just the title of the assignment's fine right here. And then what you do is you give a brief introduction of your topic, and you start with your first source, and you give like in a source citation, an MLA version of a source citation, and that's what you have here as an example for you. Notice that the last name goes first, and then the name of the article or the chapter of the book is always in quotation marks. The name of the journal, the magazine, or the book is always in italics. And then if it's edited by somebody, you have to add their name as well. And you have the press, and then you have the date that it was published, and then the pages of an article. If you have a whole book, you don't need the pages. But if you have an article or chapters of a book, you need the pages. Okay, then you go down here and notice the indentation. You indent your paragraphs. And here's your annotation for that. Here's where unfortunately, the next site on this page is on the top of the page. If that happens, bump it down to the next page. Okay, you see what I'm doing? There's the name. Just bump it down. Just hit enter and bump it down. But up here you have the first paragraph, which is just a summary of the article, just what it's talking about, the points it's making, the main argument it's making. Then you have kind of what you think about it here, maybe a little evaluation, a little criticism. And then you have in the last part how it's going to fit or benefit your paper. And if it's not, if you don't think it really fits, well, just say that. But try to explain how it's going to benefit the paper you're writing on this topic. You'll do 8 of them. There's the next one. And then there's the next one. And notice that the first line with the last name is all the way justified to the left, where the next lines after that are indented. That's a unique thing. In the footnote, or in the works cited, that's the way they are. It's not indented in the first line. It's opposite a paragraph. And then it's indented in every line after that. And then you do 8 of them, and this one shows to be about 3 pages. That length isn't as important as that you have 8 sources, and you do all 3 steps. And remember, those 3 steps are: 1, you summarize the source; 2, you evaluate the source, whether you think it's a good argument or bad argument, something you think is weak, something you think is strong; and then 3rd, you explain briefly how it's going to help you write your paper. That's how you do this assignment. They're due Sunday night at midnight. So turn them in. If you have any other questions, I'll be checking my messages like I do. I'm still working on that paper I told you about. I'll be getting to some grading here shortly, but just go ahead. I'll check those messages, and I'll try to get back to you as quick as I can. Okay.